so you didn't need to talk.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. Audio!
Good.
Y'all got it. You got it. So, anyways, guys, this is the show for January 18th, 2018. It's been a long 2 weeks. I miss talking to this robot dick and eyeball.
Robot dicks.
Robot dicks.
From up above and below. We were sick.
If you couldn't tell, yeah. Robot dicks from heaven and hell. Well, that's not why we were sick. It was the flu. The flu sucks. And it has kind of ravaged the U.S. recently, which is terrible. Mm-hmm. But we're here for fun news. Damn it. But coughing's fun. Yeah, if you guys like us, don't forget we do a live show every Thursday at 9:30 Mountain Standard Time. Right here on Spreaker.com/SOIK Radio. We're also on Facebook at SOIK Radio. And you can listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, and other places. But anyways, it's all SOIK Radio. So, and you can follow us during the week on Facebook and Twitter as well. So, I pre-apologize for this coughing. This is going to be the most talking I've done in 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, because I picked up the flu basically right after the last show we did.
Mm-hmm. I think the last show we did, you were sick.
It's very possible.
Yeah, you were.
It's very, very possible. What is this? Oh, it's an extension. Okay. I want to make sure something random wasn't plugged in. Yeah. So a little rough. Erica, Tara, JP, you're here?
What?
So cool.
That's weird.
Oh my god. Like, totes awesome. Anyways. So let me organize this so that we can see the chat. There we go. But, as you guys know, we like to start out our show with the intro to the craft brew.
In review.
Jethro, what are we drinking?
Tonight, we are drinking Winter Warlock from Bristol Brewing Company. It is an oatmeal stout with a 6% ABV, chock full of highly roasted barley malt and 150 pounds of flaked oatmeal. The Warlock is a dark and satisfying winter elixir, smooth, rich, and exceptionally comforting. An annual awaited winter seasonal. We might be slightly past the winter season, but it is... I'm so looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, you know, just because it feels like it's...
I think this is still winter season.
It still feels like it's April.
Have you been outside lately?
It's going to be 65 tomorrow here.
Yeah, it was nice up here, but it's been pretty cold.
I don't know. The morning's been cold. We had I think it was the day after yesterday. Yeah. It was...
The day after today.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm going to spill my beer.
It's the sequel after the day after tomorrow. It's not that good.
Monday was really shitty down here.
It was like 4 degrees when I left for work in the morning at like 6, so 6:30.
Yeah. Did you guys get any snow?
Very little.
A light dusting.
Yeah.
My mom said mostly it was like freezing rain.
It did rain.
Yeah, it rained the night before, and then it just kind of turned into snow.
It's stupid.
Nice.
Yeah, it's...
I was in the mountains, and I was like super excited to be up there, because I was like, yeah, it's supposed to storm, this is going to be awesome. It didn't do anything up there.
Yeah. I mean, apparently the mountains are actually getting snow, at least. A few of our coworkers are actually gone snowboarding.
Really?
They said it was enough that the powder was all the way up to their hips.
Yeah.
So,
oh, wow.
Certain places.
Yeah, so it's not everywhere, but
Berlin and Keystone and all that area was like barely dusted.
Yeah, but it's enough to really keep the lifts happy. So, and they are picky. But anyways, yeah. So hopefully we'll get a little bit more. Scientists are saying we're supposed to, but who knows?
Let's see.
But anyways, guys, we want to tell you about one of our awesome sponsors. That's Hanginz, Hanginz. If you guys are looking to protect your $1,000 investment, aka your phone, you should pick up your Hanginz today. That's Hanginz, Hanginz. Go to our website, solikeyouknow.com. Click on the link on the bottom right-hand side. It's an awesome product. Allows you to strap your phone to your neck, your wrist, your purse, your backpack, keep it from falling to the ground. $4.99, free shipping. Go pick one up. It's worth your time.
Yes, please do.
Yes. But coming up next is Slick Feed.
Where we geek on your
On
week.
your week.
Man.
Sorry. I'm not looking at the post or the notes.
It's all right.
That's fine. But you
Um,
should, Shell, because the very first
the
one.
sound is better.
You what?
I'm doing it from my phone, so because the sound is better.
Oh, it's immensely
Yeah,
better.
it is.
It's my capabilities.
It doesn't
of
sound like
switching
you're
between things.
in a hallway.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm in a hallway.
No,
No,
but
it-
before.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah, it used to. But this first thing should pique your interest.
Yes. Let me look at that. Yes. Fuck yes. I told Tony, I was like, we're gonna have to get an Xbox. It's gonna have to
Yes.
happen.
Yep.
Fable 4 is in the works with Playground Games.
Yep.
And our Playground Games wants to thank Horizon Zero Dawn for sparking an interest in single-player games.
I mean, among other ones, but they were just like, yeah, it's like, oh, single-player games aren't dead? It's like, well, let's... And, like, Playground Games is the guys who made, like, the Horizon, like, Forza sports games, so I'm just like, I don't, it wasn't anyone who did, like, the Fable Legends. So I think they have people who worked on Fable Legends working
Right.
on this UK-based company.
Well, I would hope there'd be some
Fable
returning
Legends
talent.
is the Kinect one, right? That's the only one I didn't, like, ever play because I just hate the Kinect.
I thought it was the canceled one.
Oh, maybe.
didn't
Maybe
come
that's
out.
what it was.
It's very
From
plausible.
Lionsgate Studios.
Yeah.
That's right, because the other one was Journey. Fable
Yep.
Journey or something like that.
Wait, really quick. Speaking of Lionsgate, did everyone know there's another Saw movie being made? Another one?
Is it directed by Michael Bay?
Oh God,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I know they made the Jigsaw movie.
There's another one after that,
Oh,
already being made right now. Yeah,
That's weird.
it's stupid. But I had to bring that up. But yeah, so yeah, Fable 4 finally in the works, and I mean I can
Hey,
understand.
I'll call you guys back.
Okay,
Getcha.
I can understand, that single player thing, but I mean it's never really died for me.
No, it hasn't died for me. They're like Call of Duty, and like I'm that 1% of people that play the single player only.
Yeah,
I was like, I'll dabble in the multiplayer of COD, but I was like, I don't want to spend 1,000 hours getting good at this game, so I can be medium pack, which I am at like most multiplayer games. I'm just like,
I mean,
like
it's one of
slightly
those
above.
things. Is like you think you're really great, and then you play someone who's really great, and you're like, oh,
No, I definitely know I'm medium pack.
Yeah.
Maybe slightly below if I haven't played it. But
Yeah, once you warm up, though.
I'm not the worst person playing the game because I'm just like, there's some people that are just like, all right, how do I do this? And their cursor's like 100, just is facing the sky. It's like, all right, I'm not seeing anyone. Need to point your cursor down. But yeah, I mean, I've personally never played any Fable game, but I know the following behind it.
I played the second Fable, and I remember enjoying it. I don't remember much about it. I just kind of remember the emotions tied to it. So, because I played, not a lot, but I played like a solid 5 hours or so. So, not a huge amount, but it was on a Hacksbox.
Oh, okay.
So, it wasn't one of those things like I spent money on it to go play it. It was like, this is a free version. I'll try it out a little bit.
Yes, we're live.
Yay! Hi, Liz. Also, hi, Devin. But, yeah, so, I mean, it's pretty awesome. I mean, like, single-player games still have that drive for me. Like the new Wolfenstein. I'm playing that right now. And it's awesome. Kill so many things. Also, I'm playing it on Uber, and it is hard. It is hard. And there's still another level to unlock.
You can drop it down if you want.
I don't drop games down. I just die constantly. And then you get better, and then you die slightly less constantly.
And then you just put it away because the new game comes out.
Yeah. It's like right now, like I run into a room, and if I'm not paying attention, one Nazi can take me down. It's rough. So, But yeah, no, it's damn fun. That's for sure. Yeah, so I don't know. Single player games aren't dead for me. I'm enjoying them. I want more. Definitely want more. I want Horizon Zero Dawn. That's for damn sure.
I want to get the Game of the Year edition that has even the DLC to
Yeah.
it. But
Yep.
you know what is dying? Small channels on YouTube.
Yes. Sadly. I've actually seen this affect Facebook friends of mine. So YouTube is demonetizing small channels of theirs that don't fall under certain requirements.
Yeah, the YouTube Partner Program, which the YPP.
Yep.
So before, to become part of the YPP, and that lets you become monetize your videos and have ads go through them. It used to be just you needed 10,000 views over the lifetime of the activity of your channel.
Mm-hmm.
Now they switch it to you need at least 1,000 subscribers and over 4,000 hours of videos viewed over 12 months.
Yep.
Which to like bigger YouTube channels, that's not
going to hurt them.
It's not an issue. But it's like these smaller ones that may only have like 1,000 subscribers or
Yeah, and you notice this is coinciding with that YouTube TV shit that's coming out.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things you can tell their goal, they want to become the next TV network now. So, I mean, and, that would be fine. I wouldn't have any complaints about that, except that they are affecting the smaller channels. It's not like the small channels were making a lot of money.
No.
It
just seems weird that YouTube would go a route where there's less ad revenue for them.
Yeah, because ad revenue is a two-way street. I mean, if people watch one video of some random, Joe Blow on YouTube, YouTube still makes money off of it.
Yep. Not as much as like any big channel, but they still make. So it's like a weird thing that they would change it.
Yeah.
This YouTube partner program, that they would change the outlines to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, and don't get me wrong, it's just, I'm sure I'm part of the problem, paying for YouTube Red. I mean, which we do. I mean, it makes sense, for us, because we can listen to it all day while we're doing our work. But at the same time, you realize we're basically prioritizing YouTube, and which gives them money and it gives them power to shit on the little guy. So it's rough. It's we're responsible for it, but they give us better content, but they take away content from small people. So it's like shit, It sucks, but hopefully something else will pop up. That way YouTube doesn't have the monopoly it does right now.
Yeah.
Something I want to tell people about that I found out recently. I mean, I've known about it for a while. Verve, the Crunchyroll channel.
Yeah, VRV.
Yeah. It has a few different channels on it, but $10 a month for the premium. It covers Crunchyroll, and you get Funimation, and you get Shudder, which is the three that we watch regularly. I mean, I use Funimation, but
What?
still. But we're still paying for Shudder and Crunchy, so it's pretty cool that $10 a month, and you actually get all three.
You get a couple other stuff too.
Well, yeah, and there's a few other channels. Hold on,
I think there's like a Boomerang on there. Red versus Blue.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, I was hoping it was classic cartoons, but it's more of like shitty modern cartoons. So I'm not a huge fan of some of the other channels, but they have Cartoon Hangover, Crunchyroll, Curiosity Stream, Drama Fever, Funimation, Geek and Sundry, which is awesome, Mondo, Mubi, which are two channels, and Nerdist, which are two channels that play on Pluto TV on PlayStation. Rooster Teeth, which Jessica Negri releases videos on. Tested, and something called VRV Select. So, and then they have a whole bunch of stuff inside of that. So
it's because like people who make content on YouTube aren't seeing that money anymore because of the ad apocalypse. So it's funny how like Game Trailers shut down its website. GameTrailers.com shut down its website because they weren't getting that much traffic.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, everyone's just going to YouTube now, and then now everyone is. Nerdist is starting off their own thing. Rooster Teeth has their own thing.
And
many
so,
others
just
have starting
like
their
this.
own thing. Like, don't go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Go to our site.
Yeah, find your own way. I mean, and it's
It's
I mean, even like SciShow. Not all their stuff is on YouTube. They monetize through, Patreon, and they still get views on other things. So it's like you still get access to your stuff, and you don't have to go to YouTube if you don't want to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the start. It's the start of something great, because Vimeo tried and failed. It didn't have it. Not to mention, for some reason or other, trying to fucking watch a YouTube video on Vimeo is like, or any kind of video on Vimeo is like, half of the time it doesn't want to freaking load.
Mm-hmm.
And it's infuriating. Hi, Sherry. So, you get what you can. So, hopefully we'll get something out of this. I mean, hopefully this serves to progress the non-monopolization of YouTube. That's what we want out of this.
Someone else who has a monopoly,
Yeah.
especially on PC games, is Steam.
Hardcore. Yeah, so Robot Cash?
Yeah, Robot Cash is a new Steam competitor, or trying to be, because it's hard to sell your digital downloads off of Steam. It's like, oh, this is this. But Robot Cash is a new company that will let you sell your PC games with the new cyber cryptocurrency that they have called Iron. They say that right now you're getting at least 25% of what you paid into like the game initially,
Which is better than GameStop.
Yeah. So, hopefully this works out well for Robot Cash. And it's weird, just games that you just have, and you're just like, I played it, and it's like, I'm probably never gonna play it again.
Mm-hmm.
But you just have in your collection just to, it's like, oh, look at my kingdom.
I need to empty out my Humble Bundle purchases.
Yeah, because you get it for one game.
Yeah.
And you play that game, and the other ones never see the light of day. They're already even installed on your desktop, probably.
Yeah, they're just grayed out. And even the ones, sometimes you install them, then you go back and you're like, I'm never going to play this. Like Sherry says, Steam takes up a lot of space on our computer. So, it's one of those things. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to clear out your Steam library. I mean, I know you can hide stuff, but if it's there, it's still there. At least you can sell it back. Because it all adds up. I mean, if you're doing like 25 cents for the weird little small games up to like, $20 or so.
Yeah.
That adds up to, at least one other game.
Or if you bought that one Batman game, Arkham Knight. The one there's like, oh yeah, and it's like, we got a return policy. And then they released it on PC, and it was just hot garbage because it didn't run.
Yes.
There's like, oh, how weird that you have this weird return policy now, right before this AAA game hits.
Yeah. Didn't they fix that up?
Well, they did fix it later.
But it took half a year.
It took like 2 months, I think.
I don't know. I remember people complaining for it a while after. They probably got the main fixes out after like 2 months.
Yeah, but that's insane. I'm like, isn't every game developed on a PC and then just ported to consoles? I'm like, am I wrong in saying that?
That's what it seems like. And
then it's like, yeah, we just didn't test it on PC. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's probably one group of people that you don't want to mess with. It's like PC gamers.
No, PC gamers are mean. They're mean, and they make up the majority of the Redditor group.
They're very elitist.
Yes. I'm only partially elitist because I have consoles too.
Yes.
But then again, I don't have 3 monitors on my consoles and multiple PCs, so I don't know how that balances out.
You could, if you would.
Yeah, I would.
You'd be like JP and Grandma's Boy.
My god, yes. Dude, I want that. I want that so bad. And they sell those gaming pods too, Granted, I would be playing games a lot better than had just, red and blue gnomes running around with their heads falling off.
It's an old movie, dude.
I know.
That's the best graphics that they can pull off.
That's not true. The main protagonist guy's characters look badass. It moved kind of like Frankenstein, but what was the name of that game? Demonize? Demonic. It was Demonic.
2006.
That's fair.
Games that came out in 2006.
You know what I was playing in 2006? America's Army.
Oh, you poor soul.
I was playing the crap out of that game. And then I think prior to that, it was mostly Quake. So, that's how it rolls. What you looking up?
Games that came out in 2006.
Oh, man. Let's see, World of Warcraft. What would that have been? Would that have been a World of Warcraft? When did World of Warcraft come out?
Sony releases the PS3.
Oh, that's cool. And the Wii came out 8 days later.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Take-Two.
Yeah, Cisco Systems, Nintendo, Atari. Here we go, games. Samurai Showdown 5. I remember that one. Ages of Empire, The Age of Kings.
Wow.
Old school.
Siren 2.
Star Wars World at War, or Empire at War.
Age of Empires.
Shit, man. Shit. Small games, man. I mean, they're not even that old when you think about it, and when you reference games...
Graphics-wise, yes. We leaps and bounds every year. So
actually, no, that is that old. That's 13 years ago. Does 2000... It doesn't feel like... Well, I guess 12 years ago was 2006. I was thinking 2005. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, you know?
Black.
Wow. I forgot about that game altogether.
It was very pretty at the time, but it probably doesn't hold up very
I know,
well.
it's like when you go back... Have you gone back and looked at, like, Morrowind or Oblivion recently?
It's blocks.
It is. You're looking at it, it's like... I thought this was
Minecraft.
detailed.
It is Minecraft.
It's like, this looks like shit. So, I don't know. Anyway, speaking of shit, if you guys are having shit problems, you can go talk to Gwyneth Paltrow.
I was like, how are you segueing into...
So, Gwyneth Paltrow's site called Goopy. Oh, I forgot about that. Called Goopy. It sounds goofy. Is selling a coffee enema kit to clean out your bowels.
Yeah.
And apparently get you wired at the same frickin' time. I mean, when you're suddenly lighter or cleaner and then you want to go for a jog because you have tons of energy. But doctors are warning that it can burn your rectum. Not just because it's hot. It's the chemicals that can actually cook your sphincter.
And she is probably a nice lady, but she falls for like some of the ridiculous fads.
I bet she's a Scientologist, too.
And people follow her, too. So it's just like very weird. Like, I don't understand it.
Next thing she's going to start posting if the Earth is flat. Earth-chan is not flat.
Look at the moon.
Yeah.
And other celestial bodies.
And their reference to that is they've been asked that all the time. They're like, but those places are round. We know that. But we don't know the Earth isn't round.
The moon is the closest.
Why would we be the only thing that isn't round? Why would just Earth be that way? Morons.
It's just for the fact that they can't see it with their eyes. It's like the sun is...
Dude, I'm just saying, you go up to the top of Pikes Peak on a clear day, you can see the curve of the Earth. You go up to my parents' house on a clear day, you can see the curve of the Earth. It's very apparent. Unless you're blind and retarded. It's stupid, whatever fucking word you want to use. It's annoying and it's obnoxious.
If you were blind, then I could see that you're reasoning for why the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
Because you don't know.
Yeah, you're just walking.
This is a sphere. I'll take your word for it.
Liz says they made a parody of that site on the most recent episode of Modern Family. I assume the Goopy website? Outros. Yeah, I'm not surprised. And Sherry says, Flat Earthers is a funny discussion at work. Oh,
I just don't get it.
I don't. There's too much proof against it. I mean, there would be too much effort put into it.
Just so it's all conspiracy for the 1,000 people who believe the Earth is flat.
Not to mention, the physics don't make sense. They don't make sense.
Are there any scientists that believe the Earth is flat?
No one who's a real scientist. And if he calls himself a real scientist, I legit think he should be euthanized. Yeah. Euthanasia worked for me. People, idiots suck. That's what it comes down to. 6 celebrities.
Nope.
Flat Earth, modern Earth societies. Modern Earth societies does not count as a science group, so
Nope.
don't even try. I don't think anyone who listens to this show could possibly be a flat earther. I think most of our listeners have a higher IQ than that. I like to at least believe that.
We've gone past the Middle Ages. You're
Yeah.
not gonna just fall off the face of the Earth if you go sailing off into the distance.
Oh, no, you wouldn't, because you'd run into the ice wall.
Which is insane. How do we do flights? International businessmen. Oh, that's all just hoopla.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Stupid. So stupid! Whatever. It's stupid things. I'm going to bring up this next thing since it falls right in line with dumb people. People are eating Tide Pods! So, I'm sure you've seen this all over your Facebook feed, all over your YouTube feed, all over the place. People are taking the Tide Pods. Yes, the laundry detergent pods that apparently look like giant candy balls to idiots or something. And they're biting into them. Which is causing burns, all kinds of different sicknesses.
It is concentrated laundry detergent.
Yes, and they some have bleach in them.
It even says it on there, not safe for human consumption. Do not eat this.
These are the kind of people that need the instructions on the toothpick box.
But I don't know. It's like if social media was around when we were kids, there'd be a lot of it was like greatest next challenge. It's like it wasn't a challenge back in our day. It was dares.
It really was.
It's like, come on.
But here's the
I
thing,
dare you to do this.
The cinnamon challenge has been around for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I've never done?
Cinnamon
The cinnamon challenge.
I've never done any of these dumb challenges.
You know it's been around.
Salt and the ice thing.
Yeah. You know it's been around for a long time? Snorting pixie sticks. You know what I never did? Snorted a pixie stick. I got other people to do it, but
You can play quarters.
yeah. But that was more of like a test of strength.
Bloody knuckles.
Yeah, that was a test of strength. That's like arm wrestling.
Indian rug burns or rope burns.
Oh God,
That's stupid. And, yeah,
that
we
was
did.
just stupid.
Or the part where you just like get someone else to scrape skin off until you start bleeding.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, these dares that we did back in the... They would have been all over the things. Like,
Hello.
Hi.
hello? And then, what is it? Chubby Bunny?
Oh. Okay, Chubby Bunny is funny.
But kids have died in doing it.
That's fair. But, I mean... I don't know. I guess I'm trying to think... Sherry says, yeah, Coke is better to snort.
Yeah. It's more of a smooth inhale than pitsy sticks.
I don't know. I mean, I know we all did stupid shit growing up. That's not something you can deny.
Social
but
media wasn't around to...
I wouldn't put any kind of cleaning product in my mouth.
My mom did.
You want some Ajax, man?
Because we swore.
Oh, that's what I always think of.
Ajax?
Have you've seen Cheech and Chong?
Yeah.
Up in Smoke? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Kids these days. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, the Tide Pods thing, it's just, like, I'm not surprised because I feel like just a year ago, the big thing was they were chugging Purell detergent.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh my
so like, I'm not fucking surprised. It's been around. It's just now in a different
It's just, yeah, it's just the next fad that kids are just like, oh, dare you to do this. We'll videotape and put it on YouTube for all of no money.
See, this is what happens.
all the memes that are like, oh, and kids, don't forget that your car is full of Mountain Dew to
Yep.
wash down your Tide Pods.
Yep.
fucking antifreeze.
It's so stupid. Liz says, I guess there has to be some sort of challenge every half decade.
Hey.
More recent, it's like every 6 months.
Hey, we took ourselves out of the food chain, the natural food chain of things. So there has to be some Darwinism awards handed out to some dumb teenagers.
If only we could Spartan kick some of these people into it. Giant.
Oh, they're doing it on their own. They don't need to worry about it.
Oh God, idiots! Idiots! Sherry says these kids need to be playing outside, which completely agree with that one. So I don't know, dumbass people. We're gonna go in reverse. More dumb shit. So if you guys have been paying attention as well, recently. Hawaii had the shit scared out of them.
Yeah.
So a emergency broadcast came across everyone's cell phone announcing that there was a possible missile strike happening on Hawaii with incoming missiles and that everyone should take cover. Hawaii lost their shit, obviously.
Yep.
Everyone's freaking out, panicking, and then 37 minutes later, they said, oops. Not really. Our bad.
False alarm.
So craziness.
Yeah.
Absolute crazy. I mean, that would be scary.
If it happened in the States, it would have probably been a lot worse than it was.
Yes.
Right. Well, and that was one of the things. I don't remember who posted it, but it was one of our mutual friends was like, I think about NORAD. Like, NORAD is a fucking big deal here in Colorado, and, like, it's a huge target.
Oh, yeah. No, we have NORAD, Fort Carson, the Air Force Academy, Peterson Air Force Base,
Schriever. Yeah.
So, it's just one of those things. We are a prime target. It's been pointed out before in plenty of stuff. KRDO's talked about it before. That's our local news. So, it's just one of those things. I mean... We're fortunate that we're so far in the center of the U.S., but we are a prime freaking target if there ever was one. I mean, it's just... and it's only because of the proximity of all of our bases. I mean, there's other bigger bases all over the place, but...
just like, because all of ours are so centralized.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just absolute insanity. But, 37 minutes later, everyone realized, oh, no, it's okay. We're fine.
Just kidding.
Yep.
And so everyone decided to go on Pornhub and jerk it.
Yep. Because the Pornhub data shows that traffic had jumped up in Hawaii, like, after this missile crisis happened. It's like, we're all gonna die anyway, so fuck it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not stressed anymore.
They had to relieve some tension, man.
You know what I think? It's like they were too busy hiding, so like the normal traffic had to stop. And then there's like, yeah, guys, it's all clear, we're not gonna get hit by the missiles. Like, oh, fine, resume.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Liz says a few of her friends were there for a medical conference, and their screenshots and reaction, yipes. I imagine it was madness. I mean, I don't blame people for
because usually if it says something like that happens, it's like, this is only a test. It's like, oh, okay, cool. It's like, but
yeah, no, I mean, I don't blame people honestly for going to like just relieve one. But still hilarious. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Speaking of mistakes, though. Possible mistakes. They haven't really rectified it. So recently, a website by the name of Respido
in Spain.
Yeah, but it's in Spain. Seems to accidentally have released the release date for God of War 4, which is coming out apparently March 22nd, 2018. So
originally a release date of this, like 2018 quarter one. We're in quarter one.
Yes,
we're halfway through January. I was like, well, how many more?
But then it got pushed to spring of 2018, and now we're getting March again. So it's like. Hopefully.
It's kind of ish.
Question for you guys.
Yes.
Have any of you used like a PS Vita or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have one, don't you?
Yep.
Do you like it?
I like mine. I have really no issues with it. I mean, I haven't turned it on because usually that's like my. I was like, hey, I gotta go somewhere, so I'll bring that with me.
Yeah. Okay.
And I mean, it's a nice little handheld, but I think that 3DS beats it out because there's not too many games for the PS Vita, just for the fact there's so much.
Okay.
You have to develop like nice looking games for it because it has the capabilities,
right?
And that takes a huge studio. Like Nintendo, they did it right. They're just like, graphics may not look good, but the gameplay is good, so like they can have a group of 10 people working on it.
Yeah.
Pump out games.
I mean, the Vita has access to all your PlayStation games, but you have to be basically on the same network to not get an awful lag.
I mean, you could download it. I mean, there's still like games that you could play on there.
So, and then if you have PlayStation Plus,
Grand Theft Auto 5 be one that we could play on that.
I don't see why not. I would look into it. So the Vita was something that I had an interest in.
I just didn't know if anybody had experience with it.
No, I have the older PlayStation handheld.
PSPs.
Yeah, but I played. I think I used it maybe for 10 to 20 minutes, and then it ended up at Chris's, and I haven't gotten it back. I haven't exactly asked for it back.
Yeah,
so.
I had the PSP 1000, the 2000. Did I have the weird flip one?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of it.
I forget the name of it, but I had that one too. I forgot I have it. It's somewhere. It's somewhere in my house. And then I have the latest latest model of PSP, the Vita.
Oh, so I mean, you can have some fun with it. That's for sure. It's just, I think I would be more of a Nintendo person.
It's just more people have it.
Well, and that's what I said too, but I also just feel like that's my gameplay style is more of that anyways.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you could always just get a Switch.
Really wants a Vita, so
people have been using the Switch like it's a mobile gaming station, and it's like, oh, that's never going to take off, and I'm eating my words, because I thought that game was like, the Wii U was a terrible misstep, and then it's like the Switch came out, and I was like,
it seems like
are people going to want a game on a little console? Apparently they do. It's like when people travel, they're just like, oh, just bring my Switch with me and just play that.
Yeah, the Switch it's the next console I want.
One of the fastest selling consoles around.
Yep. So I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, it's obviously up to whatever you're gonna play, but
right.
So, but yeah. So.
Sorry, that was totally a total derail.
Hey, it wouldn't be Slick Radio if it wasn't.
Yeah.
You didn't have that.
We'd be slicking.
Just curious.
Speaking of curiosity, people should be curious about your cosplay.
Yes, ma'am.
Cosplays.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Shellshock Cosplay. That's CHELLE Shock Cosplay. You can see all my awesome cosplays. Check out all the fun events that I get to take part in. And then while you're doing that, you should probably head over to Knights of the Tempest and check us out. We are Fort Collins' premier jousting, theatrical, and competitive jousting troupe. You guys can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Knights of the Tempest.
Woo! So yeah.
Oh, and if you guys are interested in learning how to do medieval games, our summer clinic series has been confirmed. It's going to be the first Saturday in June, July, and August.
There you go.
Damn.
So, you guys are looking for something fun to do? You should definitely check that out. So.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. We'll teach you guys how to chop heads off poles and throw spears and catch rings on spears. Fun stuff.
That sounds like something I could thoroughly fuck up.
You'd be surprised.
Mark his collarbone.
It's really difficult, but it's really once you get on the horse and you just start doing it, it's not as hard as it sounds.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard, yes, but
No.
It's fun. And
I haven't.
And if you're having fun doing it, that's what counts.
I haven't ridden a horse since 7th grade.
Yeah,
we need to change that.
since I was in grade school, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We can change that. Come up here.
Exactly. Now they just need to get that light rail built quick.
I know, right?
That'd be easy peasy then.
Denver traffic keeps me from Denver so aggressively.
I know, and that's like, it's not so much that like Longmont to Colorado Springs is that bad, but I have to fucking drive through Denver to get there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It makes, if you, like when I'm going up to Denver, if I can take Santa Fe and skip Denver altogether, like head up to Littleton, or if I'm going to Red Rocks, it's so much less stressful.
Pretty rough.
Well, yeah, I know it's not bad, but it depends on when you're out.
Yes.
But when you're going to Denver, almost regardless of what time of day it is, even if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, it seems like there's always some moron who's not paying attention, like drifting in the lanes. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Not going the speed limit.
I think my least favorite part of that whole drive, though, is the Larkspur stretch.
Yeah.
Because it bottlenecks, because it goes down to 2 lanes. But they're going to be putting in that 3rd express toll, so I don't know. Maybe that'll make things better. Like, I would definitely use the toll lane to make that drive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no
like,
doubt.
it's worth it to me.
Son of a bitch. Yeah. But who knows? We get that light rail, we'll be good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, but coming up next is Slick Tube.
Tube Slickers.
So, yeah, we got some Black Lightning for you. It looks awesome.
Oh,
Shelly, did you get a chance to watch that trailer?
No, I've just seen parts of just Facebook, like scrolling through Facebook. I haven't really checked it out yet. I've kind of been busy.
Yeah, it's understandable. I don't blame you, but you should take a moment to watch it. It's a new CW show that's coming out.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Soonish, yeah.
Yeah.
And the cool part is they have the whole trailer. I didn't see the Flash or Arrow once.
They're gonna have a crossover.
You know they're gonna have a crossover, but it's cool that it seems like they didn't.
They're not.
They didn't rely on
trying to lean on it too terribly.
Yeah. So.
Like, don't get me wrong. I love the CW Flash and Arrow, but like that was the thing. Is like the Flash I was super excited about. So I'm like, cool. Like, I like it, and I loved Barry in his cameos in Arrow. So like, duh, it only makes sense that they would like cross over.
Yeah.
But then it just kept happening and happening.
The Arrows just seems to be going on too long, and I like the fact that Supergirl is on CW now, so they can freely use that.
It's just the crossovers is what killed it for me. It wasn't so much the crossover episode.
Not anymore.
Yeah, it wasn't so much crossover episode, but it was that there were episodes you couldn't watch without watching both
in an order. Yep.
So it was like it took it away because I would totally be up for just catching up on Arrow, then catching up on Flash, and then watching Heroes. Or the other one,
Legends of
Tomorrow. I mean, I understand if there were minor.
Watch this episode of Arrow before you watch this episode of Flash, and then you watch this episode of Heroes.
Yeah.
Before you watch this.
I mean, it does tell you. It's just like, hey. This story continues on Arrow, blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
no, I mean, which
is crazy, but I'm just like, it just breaks that continuity. It's like I'm in the zone to watch Flash.
Yeah.
It's like now I have to watch this episode of the Arrow.
And if you're a few episodes behind, you're suddenly not watching the Flash anymore. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know they did that thing with comic books. They're basically following the comic book thing. Like you buy another comic book to get into it. But it doesn't work the same for TV for me. Obviously, I'm not the person who knows it all because, I mean, the Flash is still doing well. Arrow is definitely petering out. Mm-hmm. I don't hear about anything on Legends Tomorrow anymore. Do you?
No.
What should have happened?
The one that I'm hearing a lot about is the Gifted. That's the X-Men one.
Yep.
I know it's totally different universe, but the other like superhero show that I'm hearing a lot about.
Yeah. What's up, Maurice? So basically what I think should have happened is that Arrow should have ran. The last 2 seasons of Arrow, could have like a few crossovers untied to the canon part of the story. The last 2 seasons kind of where Flash could have came in, and then that all should have ended and gone to Legends of Tomorrow.
Yep.
Because aren't they involved with Legends of Tomorrow almost completely? Except for, Barry Allen is.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It should have gone to that. This should have been a progression of TV, not a shoving it all down your throat and forcing you to watch it. So it killed it for me.
It just seems like a lot to take in all at once too.
Yeah, there is such thing as too big, So hope for what you can. But I'm excited for Black Lightning. I think it looks like it's going to be awesome. It's just a dude who has control of electricity. A high school principal specifically who has control of electricity,
cleaning up the streets.
So this isn't related to
Static Shock.
Static Shock at all, right? Because I know Static Shock turned into another hero, but I don't remember what.
I mean, he was part of. I don't know if he is or not. Because I know, Black Lightning did. I mean, he turned down joining was it
Justice League?
The JLA the first time, but eventually he ended up becoming a member. But I don't remember if he was ever Static Shock when he was young.
Yeah, because Static Shock turned into something. I just don't remember.
I thought that was
what.
DC though. It's in Static. Yeah, Static Shock is DC.
Well, so is
Black Lightning's
Black Lightning Marvel. No, yeah.
Just wait a minute.
I'm mixing things up. But yeah, so that's what I'm trying to remember is, what did Static Shock turn into? I know he turned into something. And I don't mean just, he turned into an old man.
Well, just like how Robin became...
Red Robin. Red Robin and...
Nightwing.
Nightwing, and then, wasn't...
Red Hood.
Red Hood.
Red Hood, yeah.
Yeah. So, and another one? I think it was another one that one of the Robins turned into as well. Maybe. Either way. Do you guys ever think about streaming this on Twitch? Yes. Yes, we do. The only problem we haven't done it is it's another subscription. Unless you know a different one. Anyone suggestions out there? As it's a service you pay $20 a month for, and you stream to that, and then it goes to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. It can go to our Stitcher. It can go to Spreaker. I think it goes to all of them at one time. But it was $20 a month, and I never really wanted to dump more into it.
Yeah.
So, if we were to drop the Anchorman from Spreaker, we would.
And just do that, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that would take us out of iHeartRadio. So it's a weird it's a weird balance. So I need to go back through and look at all, but it's a subscription service that would let us stream to all of them. So, I know tons of people that would be interested in watching and interacting on Twitch. Well, I mean, I'll definitely I'll look into it more aggressively. So, I mean, shit, we've got enough monitors to have all of them. All of it, all over the place.
Let's look at our chat. They're just alt-tabbing through things.
So, yeah. No, I'll look into it more. I mean, Twitch has been discussed a lot for the last year. So, just got to dive in and do it, you know what I mean?
Especially doing the video now, it would make sense.
Yeah. Speaking of diving in and doing things, Jake Gyllenhaal may be diving in to take over for Batfleck. So this is just a rumor that's been floating around, but it is a rather widespread rumor. I know we don't normally bring up rumors on this; we generally focus on facts. But this one seemed a little too ridiculous to overstep. I can't imagine Jake Gyllenhaal as Batman. So
he's more of a boy wonder to me.
Yeah,
he really. Nightwing. He could totally be Nightwing.
Yeah, I could see that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, not
It's,
Batman.
yeah, it's very weird. Well, like who's that? The lead person from Pitch Perfect, the brunette.
What is her name?
Anna Kendrick?
Yes.
Yeah, Anna Kendrick. Like, there's rumors of her being like a Squirrel Girl, but actually, it's gonna be the one chick
I
from.
can see that.
Yeah, like she wanted to do it, but it's apparently for the Squirrel Girl like TV show or movie that they're making. It's gonna be that one woman from the AT&T commercials.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I was just like, what? I was like,
Yeah, I can totally see Anna. And what was it? Lindsay Lohan is petitioning right now to try to be Batgirl.
no thanks.
Yeah. Thanks, Liz.
Is it because she's a redhead? Because I feel like that's really the only...
Probably. The only time I can see her as Batgirl is if she were probably trying to do a unserious version of it on College Humor.
Right.
I'm wrong. It works for me. So, I do like those commercials.
That's what Batgirl is. I mean, I guess it just depends, but it's Barbara Griffin, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like that. Like, if we want to go red-headed actors for that, I could see Amy Adams being Batgirl.
I guess she has that tough aspect about her that you can pull out.
That quirky, like, don't mess around attitude, but like really sweet and can probably get her way.
Mm-hmm.
Is Isla Fisher still relevant?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But it depends. It depends on the Batgirl.
Oh, true.
Yeah, well, yeah. Exactly.
If it's already wheelchair bound, Barbara Gordon, I guess Isla Fisher sounds good to me. But Batgirl,
Isla Fisher? I'm just
Dallas Howard can be in anything as far as I'm concerned, and I will be happy.
I think she could pull off a really decent Batgirl.
Oh yeah, please, please give me that.
Who?
Bryce Dallas Howard.
I don't know who that is.
She's in the new Jurassic World movies.
Oh, okay, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Who is in Jumanji?
Oh, Karen Gillan.
There you go.
Yeah. She's gonna be at Denver Comic Con.
Yes, she is. I finally got to see Jumanji. It was great.
Right?
I loved it.
Don't let this big body.
So I fucking hate The Rock and Kevin Hart. Like, I hate them together. I hate them individually.
What?
I just don't think they're good actors. But like,
Really?
in Jumanji, they really played to the strengths of who they are as people.
I love The Rock.
Yeah, I like.
I just can't take him fucking seriously. And in this, I didn't have to take him seriously, and I think that's why I enjoyed it so much.
And then Jack Black is just
Jack Black.
always spot on anyway.
Perfect. He was just perfect.
I was like,
He
I
plays
still
a
can't even
teenage
do with this
girl
place right
so
now.
well. He plays a teenage girl so well.
Yeah,
Yes.
he does.
That is not a spoiler, by the way. But yes, I go see Jumanji. It was a fantastic movie. Oh my god.
It was a nice dedication to it. It wasn't like
Is it really a spoiler for anyone that's actually seen the trailers?
No, that's why I said it doesn't count as a
It
spoiler.
wasn't like a crazy, like, oh, we're trying to be faithful to the source material. It's
No.
like they took it and made it its own, and I thought it was.
Yeah, and it's fucking
And they really,
great.
it's a sequel, but you feel it doesn't feel like they're desperately trying to hold on to the original.
I think they
No, not
they
at all.
they updated it for viewing audiences, and I was like, board games, yeah, that was a thing, and then now it's video game. It's like more people can relate to that. I
Yeah,
think.
I mean, people our age and people younger age, it's definitely the video game era. We play board games, but we're really a bunch of 30-year-olds playing board games still. I mean,
Yep.
we're old now. Well, not really old, but you get the point. I'm not old. Liz says The Rock and Kevin Hart are not supposed to be taken seriously.
Well, I know they do movies where they are like, yes, it's comedic to a
Central
point,
Intelligence.
but, like, they're trying to be serious, and I just really can't. I just can't. I can't handle them.
That's
like,
fair.
I think Kevin Hart is like the most fucking annoying actor ever.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, he does annoying. I mean, that's him.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, even his stand-up, he plays annoying.
Oh God, Tony loves him.
Michelle, what did you think about the smolder?
Smolder. I thought it was like Flynn Rider still does a better Smolder, but I thought like for his character and like because he's playing that video game character, like I think I like
it. Was just hilarious because then Jack Black is just like, say that again.
Right.
Is that just something you do or? Yeah. Liz says the Jumanji cast appeared on Graham Norton and she could not stop laughing, which that's what Graham Norton does. He picks excellent guests.
I think they're drunk.
Oh, totally.
They might be.
I think like I said, like I feel like as who they are as people, like those roles were perfect, and like that's why it was so good and I liked it. Like everybody was like really perfect for that.
Yeah. Yep. I understand.
Wait, am I still black? Okay. I was just like, what?
Well, that's one thing I brought from the real world with me.
Yep.
Guys, I have a penis. It's amazing.
I'll miss you, buddy. So, yeah, definitely go check out Jumanji. It's fantastic. The Greatest Showman was also a wonderful movie. I hated the people behind us.
There were only 2 people. 2 other people.
And they were as loud as all the annoying people in a whole theater. It was 2 chicks on a date, and you could tell they were there for the date and not for the fucking movie.
Yeah.
But it was like, come on, assholes. Anyways.
But like, so I wore my my Star Wars pants, my Star Wars leggings, and I had my Stormtrooper beanie on.
Yeah.
And like, we were in the movie theater, and the guy was like, "Let me guess, you're gonna go see Jumanji, aren't you?" And I was like, "Actually, I am, and I'm sitting right behind you." He was like, "Oh, I was joking because of the Star Wars," and I was like, "No, I've already seen it twice."
Better second time viewing.
Yep.
Yes, for sure.
Liz says in reference to Graham Norton, thank goodness, I'm glad people know that show. I've been watching him forever. Now I don't feel as old.
Yeah, Graham Norton is wonderful.
Oh yeah, and he pops up on Facebook all the time too. So I mean, even if you didn't watch the show, you would see clips of it. So,
right.
But yeah. So other cool news. According to writer Jack Schaefer, the Black Widow movie could be Marvel's first rated R movie. I mean, it makes sense. It's Natasha Romanoff. She's a freaking assassin.
A Russian assassin.
A Russian assassin. I mean...
Well, and two, with, like, her fucking backstory, that bombshell they fucking dropped in Avenger.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she better have a fucking R-rated movie.
You gotta be honest, Atomic Blonde could have been Black Widow.
Yeah.
It really freaking could have. Which, if you haven't seen that, stop watching the show, pick us up later, and go watch Atomic Blonde. It's fucking amazing.
Go rent it
All
or
right,
buy
guys,
it.
I'll talk to you later then.
Go rent it or buy that movie.
It's so wonderful.
Just cinematography on its own. It's just like that fight scene lasted forever, and I don't think they cut away from it.
No, that felt like one long cut, and she's such a badass.
She actually got hurt a lot on that filming that. And she just went with it. I was like, yep.
Yeah. It's so fucking tough. I like a chick that could beat my ass. I mean, same. Yep. So, but yeah, like Liz says, she's supposed to be dark. So, a rated R movie is correct. Just like having a Deadpool movie that's not rated R, Disney, don't you fuck that up, would be a travesty.
No, they said it was going to stay.
Yeah, but Disney can do whatever they want.
Well,
they said all of Star Wars was, nah, we're done!
Wolverine franchise didn't really peak until, like, Logan came out. I was like, you had that standalone, like, Wolverine movie I was like, what the fuck is this crap?
Yeah.
And then, like, Logan came out, I was like, oh my god, all the feels.
Yes, so much emotion. I mean, we if you grew up reading those comics, they were rated R comics.
They were the video games of the time. They're just like, oh my god, these kids are gonna get influenced by these comics. You can't have them out in the streets.
Like, oh my god, if you read Weapon X, like, Wolverine's origin, he's standing naked with nothing but a helmet, his claws, on a pile of bodies. Mm-hmm. It's rated R. Yeah. I mean, Weapon X made Aeon Flux look like goofy playtime.
Yep.
just saying. Yeah, there's a lot. It's at the point. I mean, DC specifically needs to be rated R. DC is very much rated R.
Yes.
And some of Marvel they're more of like the more pleasant side, but as of recent, the comics are rated R, like Civil War, Darkest Night. A lot of the New 52 was very violent. Like the way Batman's son died, which was pathetic, but it was violent. There's so much that it's a lot darker scenario, and this is what we expect from our movies. I would expect no less than PG-13, but I want rated R all the time.
Could you imagine a Darkest Night that was not rated R?
that would be a joke. You might as well do like a freaking Adventure Time skit and just put it on Cartoon Network, where no one should watch it in the first place because Adventure Time sucks.
Debatable.
What's up, Eric? Haven't seen you in a while. So, yeah, Darkest Night would never roll.
I was like, just way too dumbed down.
It would be pathetic. Absolutely. I mean, they're basically zombies. PG-13 zombies? They would be stupid.
It's not fun for anybody.
So yeah. More rated R. Give it to us. It doesn't have to be like, violent, super, ultra violence. Mm-hmm. It just has to have the availability. It has to be able to roll with the comics. It has to be able to give us what we expect.
Reach those darker undertones.
Yes. Yeah. Liz says all the comics should be rated R, which, yeah.
You shouldn't be restricted just for the fact it's like, oh, we want to get everybody in here. It's like, guess what? Kids can get into rated R movies if their guardians bring them with them. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, that's whatever. It's like they're gonna see that movie regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's like Tony took Jason from the time the Saw movies started coming out. Like, that was their thing.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And this little, 6-year-old are in the Saw movies, laughing, enjoying them.
And then parents, like overprotective parents, can put out disclaimers like, "Don't see Deadpool. It's rated R. It's not really meant for kids." I'm like,
no shit.
When was Deadpool ever meant for kids? Like, just because like
they saw Chimichanga and they assumed, oh, this is a kid movie.
Yeah. And it's like, that's what the rating system is there for, parents. Just like the ESRB with video games. It's like, oh, I didn't know that this game was like, you picked it up.
Yeah. All you had to do was read it.
Yep.
Just a little bit. So, anyways, speaking of things that can't be anything but rated R, John Wick.
Woo!
Yeah. That's got a TV show in the works. Not quite sure when we're looking at getting that, but it is coming soon, and it's coming to Stars, which now I have to pay.
They're calling it the Continental.
Now I have to pay for Stars. Sucks. What?
It's going to be called the Continental. You know, the hotel that they were always staying at? So, like, this is kind of explaining some parts of, like, the assassin order where they use, like, gold coins to pay for everything. Fuck you, Bitcoin. They use coins.
It's real life Bitcoin.
And, like, producers are saying, like, John Wick may be in the background making an appearance, but it's mostly about, like, the dealings of this underground government agency.
I mean, as long as it still is along the same levels, storyline, violence, emotional content.
There's a lot of lore there that I want to. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What's all this happening?
What's going on? So if they give us that, I'm fine with that. I mean, if he pops in every once in a while, even once, halfway through the season, That would be awesome, but unnecessary so long as they maintain that storyline. That'll be a big part. So hopefully we get that, what we're wanting. But it is going to be on Stars, so I think there's a Stars like HBO thing now as well.
Stars go.
Stars go.
Stars now.
Well, and then too, like if you have Amazon Prime, or I think even Hulu, you can add Stars. I think it's Amazon Prime. You can add Stars.
Nice.
Like is like a small little extra fee.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. Very possible.
But like if you have like Apple TV, which is what we have, it's like $7.99 a month, and you get Stars, and you get movies and TV shows and original content. And, I don't know. It's pretty good.
No, I have an Apple TV now, so I can check that out. So yeah. I have yet to plug it in. I got it for free.
You should. It's probably my favorite. Like I don't know what I did before.
Well, we also have 2 Chromecasts, so it's like.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
The only reason we got the Apple one is because Hannah's parents got a Roku. Which does the same stuff.
Yep. You can use iTunes, so like your entire iTunes library you can access through Apple TV.
All 6 songs I've ever purchased.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like movies,
I would end up
shows,
doing the Fire because I have so many videos on the Fire.
Yeah, I got I have of all my iTunes purchases, it's 6 songs. That's it. Everything else is, even when I do the digital downloads. Like when you get it from a Blu-ray DVD, I don't run them through iTunes, so I just get the actual product.
Right.
But no, I mean one way or the other, whatever product works best for you. I just like Chromecast because I can stream whatever the hell I want.
Yep.
Sommelier.
Sommelier
Better be in there. I don't remember what that is.
Sommelier is a person who's well versed in wine, but it's just like the guy who's. You haven't seen 2 yet.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I will watch that soon. Marie says, "All right, guys, I'm out. Awesome show. I followed Slick Radio on Twitter. Let me know if you need help with setting up Twitch or anything." Yeah, man. No,
right.
we'll bug you.
Thank you much.
So cool. Thanks. Have a great night. What else we got? Leonardo DiCaprio to star in Quentin Tarantino Charles Manson movie. So that could be interesting.
Disturbing.
Has Leonardo DiCaprio played a bad guy in anything?
Yeah, he did it in.
I mean, I know Wolf of Wall Street. He was kind of a bad guy, but
right. Well, and I mean,
Departed. He sort of played one.
If you can, he was kind of like. I don't know.
Django Unchained.
Bad guy, but
good example.
Good
example. I forgot about that.
Django Unchained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played an excellent bad guy in Django Unchained. So with some coaching.
Also in The Departed. I mean,
I didn't see The Departed.
He was a good guy, but he played a bad guy.
Was he the anti-hero, like Punisher?
Kind of.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I'm interested to see it. Charles Manson is definitely one of those American icons, sadly, but he is
infamous icons. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he's very much tied to American history and the fucked up shit that can happen around here. And Leonardo DiCaprio, as far as I'm concerned, is an excellent actor. So I mean, I'm definitely excited to see it. So yeah, I wonder if they're gonna do like a dramatized, like over dramatized version, or if they're gonna try to follow like the stuff you've learned through the History Channel and all those shows on like A&E and stuff. So that's what I'll be curious to find out about. But yeah, so that's it for SlickTube. Coming up last is the Craft Brew
in review.
Yes. So what have we been drinking?
We've been drinking the Winter Warlock from Bristol Brewing Company. It's a oatmeal stout, and I have no aversions to stout whatsoever. I would probably like out of my beers that I would drink, stouts are probably up there.
Yep. I'm picky on my stouts. It's very easy for them for their flavor to be a little too pungent for me.
Like too burnt.
Yeah, too dark. Sometimes they have a little bit too much hops. Like Breckenridge Brewers, their stouts are too hoppy for me. I don't enjoy them. There's a few others, but and then a lot of the breweries around the Springs, I don't think I've had a stout that I didn't like. The Springs has it down.
Definitely. I'd say that.
But this one is actually quite tasty. It's a well-rounded flavor. Overall, I think I had a Winter Warlock last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you and I have drank Winter Warlock before, and I don't think we liked it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is I definitely don't remember liking the Winter Warlock last time I had it. But this feels like a much more rounded beer. Also, I didn't realize this is the one you grabbed. This is not one of the ones I picked for the show, but I'm glad you picked it.
Whoops.
It's a good beer. I don't think we haven't reviewed it since last year, and as me and Shell and me and Chris found out, beer flavors do change yearly.
Except for what? Rogue?
Yeah.
Do you guys still not like Rogue?
A lot of the Rogue sucks. Dead Guy Ale finally got good.
Dude, it was terrible for a while.
It was.
I was like, I remember drinking it the first time. It's like, what's this Rogue Dead Guy Ale? And I was like, it's a terrible beer.
Yep. But yeah, no, they went back and fixed that beer. So whether my taste buds have changed or they altered the recipe, this Winter Warlock is quite delicious. So I'm good with a solid 4 for this guy.
Yeah, this is easily a 4 for me. It's like again, there's not too many stouts that I've come across where it's just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to drink it.
Yep.
Light on carbonation, a decent taste to it. It's a pretty drinkable beer.
Yeah, and some stouts usually when, like just now, I down that last little inch. That's usually when it's like the flavor hits me more aggressively, like a big gulp. I don't really gulp beer unless we're about to head out to place or I'm trying to impress someone or trying to make them feel dumbfounded.
Yeah.
But
what about Gozas?
I just don't gulp beers. I feel like it takes away from it. It's exactly why me and Chris stopped doing that chug it. Can you chug it thing that we used to do?
Yeah, I remember that.
So I was like, chugability. I was like, why? Why does that matter? This is all craft beer.
That's like young people do. It's like, but can you chug it, bro?
Yeah.
I was like, can you chug it?
Yeah. Well, we were also, I think it was 26 or 27.
Exactly.
So
it's like that where you don't take the time to appreciate what you're drinking.
Yeah. So it spend your time to slow down and enjoy your beer. Just do it. It's worth the time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's a 4. If you guys are wondering why we score our beers, that's because you can follow us on Untappd. That's UNTAPPD. That is the social app where you can score your beers and share your beers with others and give us great suggestions on beers. You can check us out on untappd.com at SOYK Radio. JP's on there at
J Pizzletron.
Shell is
Shell Shock Cosplay.
And yeah, so check them out on untappd.com or pick up the app from the Apple or Android store. So, yeah. But you know what, guys? We're coming up at the end, and we do want to tell you about one of our awesome sponsors one more time. That is Hanginz, Hanginz. Awesome product. Go pick it up. $4.99 with free shipping. Just do it.
Yep.
Just do it. But that's it for the show. Thanks for listening. Don't forget we put out new episodes every Thursday at 9:30 Mountain Standard Time right here on Spreaker and Facebook.com/SLYK Radio.
If you guys have empty space on your iPhone or Android phone that you're just dying to fill up, download the Spreaker app and subscribe to our podcast, or stream us on Stitcher, Smart Radio, the smarter way to listen to radio. New shows every Thursday.
And So Like You Know is not responsible for anything, ever.
Produced by Slick Solutions somewhere in Colorado.
And So Like You Know is completely weightless.
Like your opinion.
Just kidding.
We care.
but your government doesn't.
And don't you forget it. We love you guys. Have an excellent evening. We will see you next week. And make sure you follow us on Facebook and give us a like and some love. Have a great evening.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.